Are you visiting Yellowstone National Park in 2024? If so, stick with me. I want to walk you through all of the construction and closures that you need to know about for this summer season in Yellowstone. My name is Ash, and I'm a former park ranger and the founder of Dirt in My Shoes. And I live near Yellowstone. You will typically find me here during any season of the year. I absolutely love it. But today I want to focus in on summer of this year, 2024, and what's on the docket in Yellowstone. What are they planning on doing? What's going to be open and closed? Where you'll be able to get to, where you might find delays. All of that I would like to cover today in this video. So let's jump right in with the lodging that is going to be affected this year, going to be closed. Last year we had a couple of lodges that did not open or had delayed openings, but this year it looks like all of the lodges are scheduled to open within the next few weeks. And so that's really great. You'll have those options this year. Where there are a lot of closures in 2024 are campgrounds. So looking at the map of Yellowstone, I want to show you where these campgrounds are. The first closure is the Mammoth Campground, which is up here in Mammoth Hot Springs. And this campground is in an area that was affected by the 2022 floods. And so they're saying they're probably still going to open it in 2024. It's just a delayed opening. And so it looks like they're still doing some work here. Last year, the wastewater system was affected and they were trying to get that up and running better for the lodge. And it looks like they might still be working on that for the campground. So if you haven't yet gotten reservations in Yellowstone for camping, keep an eye on the Mammoth Campground because they may open it for your dates and you might be able to sneak in there and get a reservation. The next campground that is closed in 2024 is the Norris Campground, which is this one right here. The Norris Campground has been closed for a few years now, and they're saying they're not opening it in 2024 either. In addition to whatever work they're doing there, they are also moving Norris to a reservation-only system. So in the past, it's been first come, first serve, but now they are moving it to reservation just for whenever it opens up, but they're saying it's not going to open in 2024. The next campground closure is up here in Tower. It's the Tower Fall Campground right here. This campground will be closed for all of 2024. They're doing work in the campground. They're also using it to give somewhere to stay for the construction workers that are working on the flood recovery in the northeast area of the park. And the last campground that is going to be closed in 2024 is the Pebble Creek Campground, which is out here along the northeast entrance road. The Pebble Creek Campground was affected greatly by the 2022 flooding, and so this campground is still just in the process of flood recovery. They're still trying to clean it up and get it ready for people to stay in, but it's not going to be anytime in 2024. Now, I do want to put an asterisk on this because this can change at any time. One thing that I've learned just from the years and years of visiting the national parks and helping people plan their trips to the national parks is that nothing is for certain. And so you'll want to make sure you're checking the Yellowstone website for current updates, or if you want to pick up a Dirt in My Shoes Yellowstone itinerary, which I will link below this video, I will keep up on all of these updates for you. So as things adjust and shift and change, which for sure will happen, it always happens in any national park as the season goes on, then I can keep track of those things for you and help you know what you need to adjust in your schedule. Let's jump to activities that are going to be closed in 2024. The first one, and this is one that's very sad for a lot of people, is the Boiling River. The Boiling River is a thermal area that you could swim in. It's actually the only one in Yellowstone that you're allowed to swim in. It's where some of the hot thermal water comes down into the river and makes for a really nice soaking area. But unfortunately, the Boiling River was destroyed in the 2022 floods. It looks vastly different now than it did before that. And in addition to that, the road itself got wiped out in this area. And so you actually can't even drive the road that used to take you to the Boiling River. So for your reference, the Boiling River is up here by Mammoth Hot Springs. It used to be just right along this road here, but this road is no longer in service. What they actually did is they paved and fixed up this road that was a smaller road that could also be used to access Mammoth Hot Springs from Gardner. And so this is the current road that is being used this year. So you can see it doesn't even take you down by the river at all. And so this is the road you'll be driving, which is why the Boiling River is just not accessible. The other major closure as far as activities and trails are concerned is the Uncle Tom's Trail. This trail has been closed for a while. It's been deemed unsafe. There have been unofficial reports that Yellowstone does not plan on reopening this trail, but Yellowstone has not actually come out and said for sure that they are not going to reopen it. And so it's kind of in this limbo stage where everybody's like, it's probably not going to be open anytime soon. We're kind of crossing our fingers that they'll be able to fix it, but it's because it's so unsafe, it's going to cost a ton of money to fix, and they just haven't committed to fulfilling that project. So as of right now, Uncle Tom's Trail is closed. It's really hard to find that closure on the Yellowstone website, but it is closed. You'll find the Uncle Tom's Trail in the Canyon Village area of the park. If I go up here to this other map, then we can see it better. But the Uncle Tom's Trail is down along here along the South Rim Drive, and so you can't even hike to it anymore. What you'll want to do instead is either go to the Brink of the Lower Falls Trail, which is a really cool trail. It just doesn't put you in front of the waterfall like Uncle Tom's did. It puts you right above it, but it's really neat. Or if you're looking for a view that's very similar to the Uncle Tom's Trail, you can park here at Lookout Point and hike the Red Rock Point Trail, which takes you down to a really nice view of the falls. As far as roads, conditions and closures in Yellowstone, all of the roads are already open for the season except for Dunraven Pass. Dunraven Pass is always the last road to open. It's the highest elevation you can reach by road in Yellowstone National Park. And so this one just takes a little bit longer to clear. Dunraven Pass is the road between Canyon Village and Tower Roosevelt. And so you can see Dunraven Pass right here, but this road all the way through is not open yet. It typically opens by the end of May. The good news is everything else in Yellowstone is open, so you can access a huge amount of the park right now. The other road that is closed that a lot of people might be interested in is the Beartooth Highway. This is a road that goes out the northeast entrance of Yellowstone and takes you really high into the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful, but that road also doesn't open typically till the end of May, weather permitting. So just keep that in mind. Those higher elevation roads are the ones that are still closed at this time. We do have a few construction projects in 2024 that you'll want to be aware of as you're driving around the park. It will create some delays for you, which is very typical in Yellowstone. It would be weird if you didn't get delayed at least a few times while you're driving around Yellowstone National Park. The first construction project is the Yellowstone River Bridge project. This is near Tower. It's actually right here, just east of Tower along the northeast entrance road. And what they're doing is they are replacing a bridge over the river in this area. So for this Yellowstone River Bridge project, it is ongoing until at least 2026. Basically what they're doing is they're just replacing the whole bridge with another bridge that's almost 1,300 feet across. So it's a huge project. There will be about 30-minute delays in this area as you're driving to or from the Lamar Valley. The second construction project you'll want to be aware of is the Lewis River Bridge project. This one is near the south entrance of Yellowstone, right here by Lewis Falls. You've got Lewis Lake right there. So this bridge is right here in this area. You'll want to expect 20-minute delays as you drive between the south entrance and up closer to West Thumb, right in that Lewis River Falls area. The pullouts in that area are closed. You can't hike to the waterfall right now. That's all closed as they replace that bridge and make better parking for accessing the river falls in this area. They've been working on this project for a few years now, but luckily it is supposed to be done at the end of the season this year. But for now, you'll still want to expect those 20-minute delays through that area. As of right now, there are no other construction projects or closures that have been announced. Again, that will change as the summer goes on. It's a given. Things are going to change. There will be more closures and construction and other things that you'll want to keep an eye on as the summer goes on. For extra help planning out your Yellowstone schedule, be sure to check out this Yellowstone itinerary at Dirt in My Shoes. It's an hour-by-hour schedule with driving directions. I help you avoid all of the crowds, and I keep you updated on everything that is happening in the park that will affect your trip. So be sure to check that out. I'll link it below this video. And that's what to expect in Yellowstone in 2024. I hope that you have a fantastic trip to this beautiful and amazing national park. If you liked this video and you need more help with your Yellowstone trip planning, please subscribe to my channel or check out dirtinmyshoes.com for more articles to help you. Have a great trip.